Levon, talk a little bit about that fumble return for a touchdown, and especially coming off the injury. You didn't play last year.
It's really good to be back. First thing I gotta say is thank you to Colton Eagle. I was gonna get hawked by number 15. He threw a pretty crucial block, and all I could think about was not missing, picking it up, if anything. But it's really good to be out there back with the teammates, and it's nice to go to the championship now and not sit on the bench.
Levon, describe the day. Graduate, get your diploma earlier today, and then score your first touchdown and going back to the championship game.
That's a full day in my book. It's yeah, it's nice earlier today. Me and Cole have known each other for a long time. It's nice. We both graduated and we grew up in football together, and it was a little emotional day. It was nice, and we're all excited to be done with school and having the opportunity to put 3 rings on our finger is really nice. But we got to show up and actually play.
What was it like, kind of at the end of the emotions when they're chanting "Thank you, seniors" and just the crowd reaction as the end of the game winded down?
It's just awesome to be able to play in front of these fans for 4 years here like that, and to have them send us off like that was pretty cool deal and pretty emotional. You know, it's the last time we get to play in that Fargo Dome and run on that tunnel and play with that crowd noise. So it's a pretty cool deal.
Levon, bring it back to the running back days at St. Agnes.
Yeah, I mean, I think I scored about the same amount of touchdowns, so it's more of a patsy. You know, everybody collapsed on me, and my little running back could just run outside. So it was good times.
Talk about having Grant Olson just in the uniform and out there with you guys.
It's nice to hear his voice again. I know LJ does a great job, but one thing that he's lacking a little bit is that voice that echoes, and Gio's definitely got that. And so it's nice to have him back out there. I'm glad to see him recovering from his injury.
John, what was it about tonight? 195 yards rushing. What seemed like you were running like a man possessed tonight?
All credit goes to my offensive line. You know, they gave me some great holes. I got caught twice, so I'm a little upset about that. I guess I'm got to get speed training, but you know, it's a blessing. You know, to be able to go out there with my guys and just do what we did and send those seniors off right. You know, it wouldn't be right unless we were back in Frisco, and that's the biggest thing that I wanted to do, is make sure that I did everything I could to make sure that those boys were back there.
You had a quiet first couple playoff games, so were you kind of waiting to break out, or just to get the carries, or what was going on?
Well, you know, it's opportunities. You know, Taz took a long time to get here a couple weekends ago, but he came today, and I was happy to see him.
Cole, does this feel any different than the other 2 times, winning the semifinal here tonight?
I think it's a little bit more special being the senior this time. Just to have a chance to go out on top is really special, and I think it's a little bit different being a senior than the last 2 years.
Cole, talk about the physical grind that this season's been for you specifically.
It's been a grind. It's been a grind for everyone. We're all pretty banged up on the defensive line. I've got some bad shoulders, but I mean, as long as we get out on the field on Saturday, that's all that really matters. And we've been grinding through practice and grinding through these games, and now we're finally here.
Are you guys surprised at how easy this game went in the end after the slow start?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was easy. You know, we scored some big plays, you know, and we really capitalized when they made mistakes. And that team was a great team, you know. By all means, that's one of the better teams we played all year. And you know, it's just being able to go out there and execute. We were a little slow at the beginning, and that's offense. That's the offense's fault. But we knew defense had our back like they always do, and we would get everything adjusted.
Cole, you were able to keep a few traveling plans intact for Bison fans. Have you guys ever been able to comprehend the impact you've had on this community, the state, the last 4 years?
You know, my first year here, we didn't fill the dome. You know, there wasn't all these fans here. You could walk up and get tickets to the game if you wanted to, and now to see the impact, to see all the little kids out there wearing Bison jerseys, wearing Bison stuff is cool, and to see how much support this town gives this football team is awesome. I mean, they're selling tickets for a ton on StubHub for the game in Frisco. It's unbelievable.
John, what was going through the offense mind the first 2 possessions, the pick 6 and then a fumble? Any panic? What was going on with you guys?
Not necessarily say any panic, but at the same time, you know, you never want to start the game off like that. And defense came up with a great stop, and we knew that it was time for us to, you know, get it going. You know, it takes a while, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to ride the waves. You know, they'll throw a monkey wrench at you. You just got to be able to play.
After the defense came up and stopped him on 4th down, you know, after that same injury fumble, you know, did you feel something shift after that? Did you tell it? was going to be your game right there?
No, sir. We on defense, we just like to keep the momentum on our side. We go out there and we get hype as can be, and we don't like to really get shut down. But when they do make plays, we gotta not let ourselves get too low. And we like to keep ourselves up, and we talk a lot and hype each other up. And you know, if situation calls it, we'll talk a little bit, we'll draw off, but we won't do anything, too much. So, stopping them and when they're a great offense, it's always a pick me up, and having them score, I shouldn't let it keep you down, and that's what we did.
For you seniors, do you guys have a favorite Fargo Dome moment?
I think scoring a touchdown, really. Yeah, it's pretty top on my list. It's my list.
For me today, just going out there last time with all my brothers in the Fargo Dome, and I don't know, it was a little emotional right away for me, and it's going to stick with me forever.
Large ovation. What was it like playing in your last game and some of that stuff near the end?
Man, I want to thank God for letting me be a part of this. First of all, it's unbelievable in the moment right now, just how blessed I am. I can't even tell you, but yeah, to be a part of this is just so humbling. I'm lost for words, really. This place means so much to me. It means so much to all of our seniors, and this has been the best 4 years of my life. It's the best decision I've ever made to come here. And I just appreciate everybody in this program and this university.
2 years ago was the flu game. Last year you scored the game-winning touchdown. You have a pick six to start. Tell me what was going through your mind to start this game.
You know what? We've faced adversity before, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to get into it, but that was a gutsy play by that cornerback. Really gutsy play. He had no help over the top. He cut the vertical loose, and he ended up jumping my quick out. So I went up to him after the game, made sure to shake his hand and congratulate him on that play. Really well coached. We tipped our hat with killing the play, and we threw the quick game, the three-step, and that's what he told me. So it makes a lot of sense from their perspective. So the puzzle pieces kind of all fell into play. I was like, oh well, good play by him. Knew that was coming, but I was really, I was so mad. I wanted the ball back. That's what I wanted, and I knew that we were going to be fine. We hit a couple runs on the first possession, and knew we were going to establish the run later on, and make plays down the field. And I knew that our receivers were going to step up. It was tough to see Ryan go out there and get hurt, pull his hamstring, but we pulled together once again as a team, and hats off to that Bison defense. They're the backbone. They have always been the backbone to our team.
Last week you said you wanted a couple of those throws back, and this week you hit the deep ball, the bronze, right off the bat.
Yeah.
What was it like once you felt like you were in that groove?
Well, I had all the time in the world on that one play action long ball to Zach, and right as it left my hand, I knew it was going to be money ball. So that was fun. Good catch by Zach, and fun to celebrate with the linemen. I'll tell you that. Those memories always be fun. So that was a fun play.
Second quarter, you guys kind of got rolling, and it was almost seemed coincidental, but you got one to Lang, you got one to Bodlin, and Perry scores. Kind of talk about the seniors, all the seniors kind of stringing some plays together there.
You know what? Good teams are made up of good leadership and veteran players, and our seniors rose to the occasion. It was our last time to go out in front of the Fargo Dome, and to do everything that we could, and every senior on the team stepped up and made plays, and the underclassmen came through, and it was a great team effort, great job by our coaches, and it's a program win.
Does it feel any different than the last 2 years? Getting to go back to first down?
Yeah. You know what? Every year is different. This year, we're going there undefeated. The target has been on our back. We've been number one in the polls however many weeks in a row. And it's not easy to stay on top when everybody's gunning for you. And I mean, it's hard to explain, and it's just relieving to be able to get a chance to go down there again and get a chance to make history and win 3 in a row. I mean, we're blessed. I mean, it's unbelievable.
You mentioned sending out seniors on top before. Now that you're in that position to potentially send out your senior class with a 3rd straight national championship, have you started to think about that?
Yeah, I mean, as a senior, that's the way you want to go out. You want to go out on top. Either way, as a senior, you're gonna have tears either way, you know. But the tears of joy are a lot better than losing the season and not quite finishing the job. So I think that we got a group that's, I mean, we're not satisfied yet. Our goal is still there. I mean, we have it right in our hands in front of us. And we're not going to lose focus. We're going to take advantage of these days off, get healthy, come back, rested up, ready to go, and get this thing done.
Anything else for Brock?
I have one.
Any burning desire to see Eastern Washington win that game tomorrow and get another shot at?
I knew that was going to come. I knew that was coming. Appreciate that. You know what? Make sure I say the right thing here. I would be, I'll be happy either way with who we play. If it happens to be them, I might be a little bit extra happy. So we'll leave it as that.
Thanks, Brock.
Thank you.